Welcome to Papyrus Plans. I'm Tasha. Ready to create something beautiful? Let's dive in.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Papyrus Plans tribe. So I wanted to share something with you, and excuse my nails, I'm taking a break between my gel manicures. But I did a full page vellum spread for January when I did the Snow Queen theme in my creative journal, and it's still January for me. But one of the things that I noticed is that the friction of opening my journal, writing in it, it just was too much for the vellum. And so what I noticed it was doing is it started doing this. As you can see, the vellum completely started tearing, ripping. The left page tore in multiple places. And so I was going to reprint the vellum. But then when I saw even the right side do this, and this page is pristine, but as you can see, just from the opening and closing of it, it just couldn't handle that friction. And I think because this is thinner vellum, the vellum I used is, let's see, this is 100 GSM. So I'm not sure what that is in terms of pounds, but it's on the thinner side. So it's really nice quality and it's nice and smooth, but it is thinner. So I think if you used heavier weight vellum, I think you would be okay. Or even if you use like thin cardstock or something like that. So the solution I came up with is, because I did want to still have that effect in my journal. So what I decided to do is ditch the vellum altogether. And what I did is I reprinted the images, but I reprinted them using transparency film. And I got this idea from Scrap Craftastic. So shout out to her. She did this for, I think, a dashboard in her planner. And when I saw that, I thought, that might be a really great way for me to get the same effect of the vellum without the brittleness of thinner vellum. And this will give me more flexibility and more agility. And I think it'll be able to withstand the constant opening and turning of my journal as I'm writing in it. So this is kind of going to be my solution for this. Okay, so let me show you the pages. So this is what it looks like. So that's going to be the right side and the left side. And I actually printed this in black first, and I was going to toss it. And then I thought, well, you know what? What if I just print it again a second time on top of it? So that's why the coloring is slightly different, especially on this side. Instead of being golden, it's more of, instead of being a bright yellow, it's more of like a golden, like mustard tone, which I actually don't mind. I think that looks kind of cool, actually. So I think we're going to live with that. And I think that works. And I'm just making sure the top comes where I need it to be, because originally I made the original 8 inches, and I think I had to cut it down to like 7 3/4. So I think I made this one exactly 7 3/4. So I might cut it a little bit past it just to make sure I have a little bit of a safety. So I'm going to get my trim and scoreboard and cut this down to size, and then we can start kind of putting this back together. So I'm going to recycle this, or maybe save it to see if I can try to use it on something else. Like this text, for example, I could probably tear that and use it in another way in my crafting. So I'll try to do that. So I'm just lining this up with this edge here. And that cut really easily, as you can see. Let's see. Now let's get this measure. I'm measuring to 7 3/4. And again, I'm gonna do some kind of similar thing. Chop off one side and then get the measure that I need in terms of height. All right, so I did that 7 3/4 by 7 3/4, and I'm gonna do the same thing with this one, and then we'll add some, actually I think what I'll do is score it and then add double-sided tape. So I'm going to save these little pieces because even though it's transparency film, it's basically thin acetate, and I can save this and use this to make windows, etc. All right, now let's create the score, and I got to remember to do it on the opposite side. So on this one, the score needs to be on the left-hand side. So I'm going to flip it. So make sure I get it on this side, and I'm going to do a 1/2 inch score. Find my bone folder. So let's see, 1/2 inch is here. And this is thicker, so I'm going to kind of rub it up and down a while to kind of get it started. And then I'm using quite a bit of pressure. Again, because I want to make sure I create that fold. And I'm going to go over it a second time. Okay. So that's on this side. Now for this one, I need it to be on the right-hand side. So I'm just going to turn it over. Again, just to make sure that each one is on the right side. And again, do 1/2 inch. So kind of rub it up and down to get it started. And then take my time and slowly go all the way down. And I'm do it again. Because this is pretty thick, so. There we go. All right, now let's get my double-sided tape. Just gonna cut a straight edge. And I'm gonna bend this back according to the score line that I made here, okay? And then bend it the opposite way. Again, just to kind of get it used to being folded. And this is the side the image is on, so I'm just kind of using my hands. Just to kind of, again, create that additional fold. And I'm doing it both ways. You don't have to, but again, just to kind of get the fibers used to being bent. Okay, and now I'll add my double-sided tape. Smooth it down. Okay, now let's do this other side. There we go. Okay, now let's put this back. And bring the journal back in view. There we go. Okay, so this is this side, this is this side. So now I'm just going to peel the double-sided tape off. Let's see, get my craft knife to give myself a little bit more leverage. There we go. And actually, let me get my corner rounder. This is my We Are Memory Keepers Crocodile Corner Chomper, and I'm going to use the 1/2 inch side. I mean, you could do this after the fact, but I don't know if this is going to be strong enough to punch this, but let's see. Ooh, no, it's not. Okay, so I'm going to punch it even though it's not going all the way through because this is pretty thick. Just to kind of create the mark where I need to create that curve. So I'll slide this, and I just realized I have the washi here, but it peeled up here, so maybe I should add that back. So let me get my glue stick. Because this is pretty smooth and slick, I just want to make sure that it stays. Okay. And come to the edge. When I pulled this up, it must have pulled up the, yeah, it's still in here. So it kind of pulled up the washi along with it. So I'm just kind of adding it back in so it'll match this other side over here. And I'm just gonna do a rough cut, and then I think this might be able to cut with my corner rounder, but we'll see, because again, it's kind of slippery and shiny. I don't know if it will want to, but let's try. If not, I'll do it with my scissors. Yeah, it does not like it. Okay, now we can add this. Ooh, this is really strong, so make sure you get it aligned properly. It's pretty close. And just cut that corner that's going past the edge of the page. Okay. And get my bone folder, and I'm just gonna gently just make sure that the double-sided tape fully adheres to this. Oh, yeah, that feels really strong. And I might even, again, I'm kind of reinforce this fold. I think I'm gonna come back with my craft scraper. And again, just to kind of reinforce this fold this direction. Again, just so I make sure that it can easily move back and forth like that. And already I can feel the flexibility in this is a lot better than the vellum. So I think that's gonna work out. Now, I did have, which is still on the page, I put like little half moons, and I don't know if you can see it, but. So right here, I know it's a little hard to see, but I added little mini Velcro dots and I cut them in half just to keep the vellum down. So I still have the other half. So I still have the other half at the top and the bottom of each page. So what I'm gonna do is, and it looks like these are the rough side, so get one of the smooth side ones. Which will be the clear. And just cut one in half and add it back to this other side. So I'll need a half there and then a half there. So 2 total cut in half, essentially. So I will be kind of using up one extra one, but to make sure, since I already have that half there, just to make sure that it stays closed and it kind of gets used to being like this. And I think, let's see. Yeah, that should be okay in terms of closing. All right, so let's get this other side on. Okay, so now I'm just gonna take my tweezers and pull up one of these mini micro dots and cut it in half. and apply each half to the side. So I've got the sticky side up. I'm just smoothing it down. Now these do take 15 minutes to cure, so just make sure that you're waiting the requisite amount of time. And I'm just gonna push down where these little Velcro dots. And I'm just pushing down where these little Velcro dots are just to kind of, again, hold it down until it fully cures. Okay, so now let's do this side. All right, let's put the rest of these back. And again, I just added half of the little mini Velcro dots here at the bottom and at the top on each side of the page. Again, just to kind of help with this stay closed so that when I'm opening and closing my journal, I don't have to worry about, again, like the friction of the pages. And again, this has more flexibility than the vellum, so I think that'll be fine. And I'm kind of liking like the aged quality. Honestly, I think the images are easier to see on the transparency film. And again, I know because of the glare for you guys, it might be a little harder to see, but in person, it's really beautiful, and I'm loving the way that this came out. All right, so that's my fix for when you use vellum and it doesn't stay and it becomes brittle and starts breaking. So I think with that score line I made over here on the side, and again over on this side, I think it just was too much for that thin of vellum. I do believe you can do the same effect with vellum, but I think you need to buy the thicker vellum, so thicker than what I purchased, just to make sure that you have the thickness to be able to withstand that score line and the friction of the pages opening and closing multiple times. So this is what the final results are and what it's looking like. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!
That's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, stay inspired, and thank you for watching.